How do you want me to stand? Just chill here, or just like
Stand with your, like you're praying.
like I'm praying?
Yeah.
Like that down, or like this like.
Wait,
this,
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's good. That's good. Do that. Do that.
do this.
Yeah, that's going to be the. That's going to be the intro. All right.
I think they're playing that game where they're trying to say penis like as loud as they can until like one of them chickens out, whatever. Go skinny dipping.
Yeah. I feel like there'd be those bugs that like
Swim up your
urethra.
Those are scary, dude.
I know. I think those are only in Africa or Vietnam as well.
There's they're in South. I know there's one in South America. It's a fish in South America. And
Oh.
I think it's in the Amazon River. It's like a fish, not just like like parasites, like bugs. It's like a skinny fish that will swim up your urethra, and then if you try to pull it out, it'll launch out spikes and lodge itself in there.
You want to tell me about your childhood?
I was inside a lot.
Inside your head?
Yeah. Are you zooming in?
Yeah.
I saw the inside of the lens just go like. I was like.
Did you believe in God as a child?
Yeah. I was actually really religious as a little kid.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because your parents shoved it down your throat, or?
They were kind of like, hey, you should go. They never really went to church a lot. They were kind of like, hey, you should go, and we want you to go to like catechism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at some point, I kind of like wanted to too, but I guess probably because they showed me like, hey, I should be doing this.
Yeah.
So that became like.
Because
really...
you were scared of God and you didn't want to go to hell.
Honestly, I didn't even really think about hell at all or anything. I was just kind of like, well, what is this? I kind of want to find out more. That's why you're probably way more aligned with Eastern religions, where there's no hell,
Yeah.
and there's only like a kind of heaven, just.
But it's more, what would that be, like more just like enlightenment?
Yeah, enlightenment.
Becoming one with the universe?
Mm-hmm. The man on the moon.
Yeah.
Like it's like a person on there. And then in like Eastern / in Chinese, more specifically, like I don't remember exactly what religion or but it's the what was it? The rabbit on the moon. I don't know if you can see like the ears right there, 2 ears right there, and it's like a body. Like yeah, on the top bit, it's like the ears right there.
No.
Yeah, it goes along
There
with
you go.
one of the like this goddess is named Chang'e, and she's like, I don't know if she lives on the moon. I don't remember exactly what she's just, I think she lives on the moon or something, or the goddess of the moon or something. And then she has like a jade rabbit that lives on the moon, or yeah.
I wish I lived on the moon.
Maybe someday.
Maybe. I wish I was a goddess.
Right? Remember I was talking to you about a bunch of Eastern religions the other night, and I remember there's one, which is the teachings, or like, not the teachings, the way that they kind of describe a lot of this stuff is really sketchy.
Yeah.
In terms of like, or obviously they, all religions have some sort of like little bit of sketchy, like where everyone's kind of skeptical about like, oh well.
Yeah, there's always something,
yeah.
right? You know.
And Sikhism, and like, I guess I could also totally be like, wrong or interpreted a lot of this stuff wrong, but in a lot of it was kind of a lot of like, obviously in a lot of religions there's a lot of this idea of like, blind faith.
Yeah.
In Sikhism, it was like a lot of blind faith. It was kind of just like, just go with the flow. All right, just
Yeah.
that's another one of those Eastern religions that like is paired up a lot with like like Buddhism, Hinduism, stuff like that. Is like people can be, or like a lot of people are Buddhist, Sikh, and Hindu at the same time.
Oh yeah,
they're
you're
all,
saying that.
like they're kind of like they all can work together.
Yeah.
But like Sikhism is just still like a weird, like when I was reading about it, I was like, oh, this seems so weird. Where it's just kind of like go with the flow. You can't really change anything. You can't really do anything, and like don't try to make your life better than what it's gonna be. You're just gonna have to settle.
Oh wait, so that's kind of like what you're talking about. The
caste system.
Yeah, the caste system.
Kinda,
what religion were you saying that they do that in?
Hinduism.
Oh, that's Hinduism. Yeah. Go them. Go them for like accepting like the world that that they were given.
Yeah. So don't try to do better. You're gonna
don't have any ambition. Don't have any ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like I really appreciate a lot of Eastern religions, like like teachings and ideals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of the ideas of kind of just like you're a cog that's a lot of what Eastern religions are, is like you're a cog and you have to fit in your place. And that's what I'm not totally okay with.
Not totally happy about that idea, but also there's a sort of like acceptance. There's an idea of acceptance with that.
It's like a piece. It's like a kind of
yeah.
Because admittedly, or like obviously this is like when people use this this phrase, it's negative, but like there is some merit to it. Is like ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
If you're you don't know if you can't you don't try to like pursue some sort of like I guess if you don't try to be ambitious and try to like have an idea of like, oh, I could do more, then you can be happy where you're at.
Yeah.
And if you're happy where you're at, you can establish kind of a balance. And again, that's also like a lot of most Eastern religions are all about like a balance. You're a cog. I say that's a very negative way when I say you're a cog. But it's like you have a place. Yeah,
you have a place. Yeah,
like to make everything work. And that's a lot of things with also like Confucianism. Confucianism is like about more than I actually really like Confucianism a lot too. That one's a lot about like community, and so that one still has the same idea of like, oh, you have a place in your community, but it also has like an idea of like relationships and like building strong foundational relationships with other people, and that's like one of the most important things about Confucianism is having strong relationships. Yeah,
I like that. I'm an advocate for community. I have the whole idea where we just have community farms, and that's we don't share the food with anybody outside of the community. Well, you can, but
no.
But
actually, that's actually, now that you mentioned that, that reminds me. And I think it was Jainism.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we're talking about Jainism.
Yeah, I like that one.
That one's a really cool one. Yeah, and Jainism, I think they, at some point, a lot of people will try to do like will try to become like a wandering ascetic, which is kind of like a wandering monk, like wandering philosopher, would just go out and like kind of renounce all possessions and kind of just go out into the world and just like do whatever.
I want to do that. That's what I want to do.
So a lot of times with that, they will rely on the generosity of people, like of the community, to give them food. And like they'll have to go out and have people like hopefully give them, because they think they can like minimal like a few things with them.
Yeah.
But they have to really rely on like people to like be generous and give them food so they can survive.
Yeah. What's the mission of life and who gave it to you?
Are you asking me what's the mission someone gave me, or what's my mission that I want to pursue?
Both.
Alright, I'm gonna go with a much more abstract, I guess, or no, not abstract, whatever, religious, mission.
Like
probably, God gave me the mission to reproduce or something, I don't know, I think it's with the Bible most of these ones. And my mission is just to like, chill out and not freak out and have an okay time.
I like it. It's a good mission. That's the one that you gave yourself?
Yeah, because I don't really want to do anything objectively. Like I don't want to have some sort of like, oh, I need to get, reach this point. It's more like I want to be okay.
So are you going against the mission that you were given by God?
Don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but it's not on my top priority, I guess I'll say.
So the mission you were given is
become a side quest.
I like it. You want to have an okay time, not a good time.
I mean, like, obviously if I can have a great time, it'd be awesome, but at the most for a mission, I find is like reasonable, have an okay time, not freak out, and
yeah, would that be like just finding contentedness?
Yeah, like just being satisfied.
Yeah, I like that. What does pop culture mean to you?
I don't know. Maybe just... I wouldn't say like in a negative way. When I kind of start structuring this, it's gonna sound kind of negative, but maybe like kind of a formulaic way to unite people into like a, you know, like something that's like easy, a digestible way, like have people like a community.
It's a way of turning people into sheep.
I wouldn't say that exactly, because like I think pop culture is fine with like just being able to like have a community and like being able to like get like, you know, an easy way to get people like invested in something, like, you know, oh, this is really popular, I enjoy it. Doesn't, just because it's popular doesn't mean it's negative or like I am a sheeple, you know.
It's a way to control the youth.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Pop culture, evil. That's what Eric thinks. And that's the job of an anthropologist. To interpret other people's opinions and beliefs and ideas.